That was very interesting off screen. When I tried to reproduce this, I have named this layer wrong. And I'll show you what happened. Um, First of all, I'm just going to delete that layer, jump the background layer to a new layer, right click, and we convert this to a smart object. Not available in Photoshop 7, but right at our fingertips, so we can always adjust things in the future and work non-destructively. And then filter, blur, motion blur, and you can control the angle of the blur and make anything you want happen. But here I'm using 90 degrees and the distance to the maximum, and click OK. Then dropping on a levels layer in order to look at, oh, going, that's not right. We changed the blending mode to difference. Okay, second time through for me, and skipping steps. Mistakes happen, right? So we drop levels on this, and now our distribution of our grayscale ramp from black to white appears as I expected. The white starts about this point, so why not pull this slider in? And yes, we could do this in curves, but it's much easier to show you right here. And then this is mid-gray. Well, let's move the mid-gray point towards black so we can ramp up the color a little bit. I mean, the brightness a little bit. And then this is not an everything layer, the Shift, Option, Command, E, which allows you to merge all visible elements in your Photoshop document onto one layer. This is not how I did it, so I'm going to undo that. What I did, thinking back to how this happened, Command J, and again, all I'm doing is I'm copying the original image. If I drag this all the way to the top, this is the original image again, which covers up everything we've done. So what's the point there? Well, the point is I want to get rid of some of these pinks, some of those elements. And when working on this background layer, we can change what is shown by once again changing the blending mode and moving it to darken. And now those pinks are far more muted, and we have some of the original colors back and these rich lines at the top. Again, this isn't useful every single time. It's just something this photo reminded me of and something I wanted to try out. So here, just brighten up the brights a little bit and darken the darks a little bit. So there's no right setting here. It's just a way to look and see what we originally started with and what we ended up with through experimentation that was driven by a kid who challenged me in front of the class, and I was stupid enough to take it on, but lucky enough to hit on some magic that I'd never thought of before. And that's how these programs work. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes not so much. So rename your layers, work smart, name your files correctly, save them to the right directories, and grow as an artist so you can become a superstar and get your work on the wall.